there's like all these different horizontal layers. Like this cave formed from multiple flows or something. Or one flow in the cave, the solidifying rock kept moving. Not exactly sure if there's a way to tell that kind of stuff. Nice big rock right in the middle of no way. No, yeah, right in the middle of the way. Okay, so here I am back at this big room. That natural light is the way I came down to this middle level. So I think this is actually part of Natural Bridges Cave. Because Natural Bridges Cave is like a big maze. It's funny though, in the handout, they don't even call it Natural Bridges Cave, they just call it Natural Bridges. So people, they take a look at the natural bridge from the outside and say, hey, that looks boring. They don't even bother to come in here. Have no idea what they're missing. Oh well, sucks to be them. Okay, so here we go. Actually, pretty much every cave around here is a big maze if you look hard enough. But yeah, here's a little tiny side area. Very rough ceiling, very sharp points, very fragile, very pretty. And I think I used the word very about 10 times in that sentence. Wonder if I get a bonus for that. All right, here we go. Yeah, no sign of bats in here though. Whoops. Geez, this one rock I just stepped on looked like it weighed 80 pounds and it still moved under my weight. Let's see here. Okay, so there's two ways I could climb up here. I could go up that way if I was a rock climber, but I'm not a rock climber, so I'm gonna just go up this way. It'll be a little tighter, but it'll be easier and safer for me. What I want to do is see if this one, oh good, I want to make sure this one rock was stable. I gotta watch the head. See, this is the most dangerous part of caving, because when you're climbing up, your head is going straight for the ceiling. So if you're not careful, you can pile drive your head into the ceiling, which would be a very bad idea, obviously. It's raining out here too, right now. Wow. See how it's like all sorts of little natural bridges and stuff just made from all these different rocks. Okay, so let me get back in here real quick. Oh, whoa. Okay, so let me pan down. This is the way I just climbed up. Very carefully, of course. That's the way over there I could have climbed up. Even more carefully, of course. Okay, I'm just going to go over here real quick. I'm going to go back the way I came. Oh, whoa. You know what? That upper level. Look at this. Hold on a second. Look at the size of this nest here. That's a bunch of sticks. That's too small to be a bald eagle's nest, but it sure as heck isn't a barn swallow. I don't know what it is, but it's big and scary. You know what? I think if somebody was really brave and stupid, they could climb along here and go in there. That might be the way into that upper level. But there's no way I'm going to do that. Heck no. So yeah, I'm going to look down here real quick. I'm dozens of feet up. I'm not going to get any closer to the edge. So there's the main tube. There's that pillar. And there's the other side of the Natural Bridge Cave. So that way I was peeking through is down here. That flat ledge right there. That's down where I was. So up here, dude, that has got to be the upper level. Yeah, for somebody who's really good at boulder scrambling, I bet they could get in there. But I'm not going to do anything like that right now. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully climb back down the way I came up. At least this way I know the way, so I don't have to worry about getting lost. I know I'm... Whoa. This huge rock I just stepped on. It's like 50 pounds and it almost came loose. That's crazy. Yeah, I should be wearing gloves right now so I can get a better grip with my hands. Well, I'll tell you now. Okay, so this is the tube I was in. So I'm calling this the middle level of Natural Bridge Cave. There's actually 4 levels here. I'll show you the lowest level in a bit. It's a crazy, dangerous cave if you're not careful. There's loose rocks everywhere. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend Natural Bridge Cave just because the possibility of, you know, knocking a rock loose. I'm going to pan up a bit, stare at the entrance. So this is where I was. This is that overlook in the middle level of Natural Bridge Cave. No sign of how to get up to that upper level. I'm going to go back up this way. Now this is the way I came down to the left. I'm going to circle around to the right just a second. Cover more ground. But yeah, this is the way I went in. Over there is that little side shortcut to the main tube. And then here we are again. Here's another view into that upper level. Notice the way this one rock is sticking out. Somebody might stand on that, think it's sturdy, and then it would teeter-totter, fall down. So yeah, got to be really, really careful in a cave like this. It hasn't been modified to make it safer for you. Even though the cave survived for thousands of years without people, doesn't mean it'll survive 10 years with people. You know, got to be extra careful. Okay, so now I'm back. Oops, didn't mean to be pointing up. Now it's raining again. So I'm going to go ahead. Notice how along here, it's pretty steep to climb out. But all over there, it's easy to walk out if you're good at walking on rocks. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm basically just going to go back out the way I came in by walking on these rocks. This way I kind of have a feel for where the safer, steady rocks and where the looser, not so useful rocks. At least it's only raining. I thought it was actually going to snow today. That would have been kind of pretty, but a little bit inconvenient. Okay, so there we are again. There is the middle level of Natural Bridge Cave.